Hello again. So I just found that diary page for Daniel. Is that where I came in at? Yeah, that's where I came in at. Let's see what's through here. I'm just gonna keep on adventuring through this spooky, freaky deaky place here with all the bugs and the catch a little guy. Okay, I that's gotta be like probably. Oh hey, I was already here. I was totally already here. I was not there though. Was I? No. 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 What? Hello? Why? Oh, okay. No. Ah, I know exactly where I am. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Stop it. What? You know, normally I really like violins, but that sounded like some demon fiddle to me. Is that where I came from? That's where I came from. Okay. Have I looked in here yet? No. Or maybe, but nothing's in there. What's in here? Oh. Okay. So that's 2 keys I need to find now. Huh? I heard a noise. Why is there music playing? Who's playing the music? What? Oh. Oh, hello, bug. Alright, gotta get the oil. Bugness. Cough. Useless. Useless. Oh my god. piece of bull. What is that? Oh. Oh. Hey, translated. That's really creepy. That totally looks like a face. If I when you get close up, you can see it's just like wall. That's wow. Okay. Let's go in here first. Is anything? Oh.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about floors. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Oh, hey. Ooh. Look at me. All sorts of things in my box here. Guess we'll go in here.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Shit. That's some serious PTSD causing junk, man. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay. Now what? Now, where do I go? Hello. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Okay. It's cool. Just sort of, you know, sealed in here. Can I climb? Is that a thing? I don't think I want to climb through those spider webs anyway. Probably not. Prussia. Central Prussia. Borussia. 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 Okay. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Hi. Maybe I can use you. Probably not. Hope this doesn't give you a headache. Oh. Huh. That works. Okay. Can I go through it? Ah, yes. Okay. Good. Oh.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Well. Oh. Hey. Local folklore. Altstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have sighted them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside the damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The Immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life, with his family at his castle nearby Altstadt, and like most those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage, therefore birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the West over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of this country. Gotta. Okay. Well. Oh. Oh. So the other one. What? Huh? What just happened? What? Oh. Oh. Okay. What? Oh. Joy. It's right freaking there. Key. What? No? Ooh, hello. Regarding closing of the wine cellar. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brandenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave, or they will starve, whatever comes first. They can rot for all I care. Maybe I'll feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. Okay. Okay. Well. And tinderboxless, which is might concerning. Hello? Yes? Hi? What? I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I don't know what that was, but I didn't like it. It's a handful of sand trickle. Read that one. Why? Why? What? What? Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. That was interesting. That's cool. Oh boy. It's just meander back down this way. Whew. Da da. Hush, wind. Nobody asked you. I'm just trying to drink some wine and solve some crime, which obviously. Oh. The desert dunes were like waves in a sluggish sea. While the caravan moved, the land appeared motionless, but in camp the hills moved. Where, when standing in darkness, your sanity will turn on light. Well, I have this. I don't have any tinderboxes. So I hope I find a tinderbox soon, otherwise I'm gonna run out of oil. Oh.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Oh, cool. There's a map of the... So I guess that's... This is you. Okay. Oh. Okay.
What is this place?
What? Oh. Oh. What the heck? What the heck just happened? Well, that's hardly fair. That was just... That was just rude. Where'd the barrel that fell on me go? Oh. I guess... Piece of shit barrel? What a dick. Why? Oh. 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 There were dead people in here. There were... Is that... Oh. Oh, that's... Oh.
What's happening? Oh, it feels like my chest is going to burst. Oh.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
not a very nice guy. Wilhelm's last words. My name is Wilhelm, House of Garrick. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to the Castle Brennenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what this supposed knight of the order could want from me, and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid, and the reason that I was chosen was because of the follies of my past, and not the honors I've been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim, and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly, and I accepted it wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men, women, and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight, the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine, and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. My blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer... Damn. That's nasty. It just sounds real unpleasant. Ready? What? What? Enemy? What? Enemy? Where? Oh. Blood of what? Was that? Is that real? Hello? dawdle. Okay, I guess I've got everything. Let's just go on up. Became impossible to avoid. The commotion in the streets begged for his attention. As he opened the shutters, the French soldiers opened fire on the two young men fighting back. Their voices were silenced in a haze of gun smoke. Moratorium. That's where I need to go now. The cloth smelled of desert and damp musk. The pieces lay scrambled on top. Too many of them, he felt. Perhaps too few. Oh. Four. Shoot, I think I only have three. Wait. Something. Awesome! Oh. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lacked the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are given, and the cuprite binds them as well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis and hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to be put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts violently, especially violently, to the solution, and it should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. One day, I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint. I only crave judgment, fair judgment, and safe return. Is that it? Okay. Interesting. Alright, on that note, I think I'm done for the day. Boy. And when I return, we'll find that last chemical. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye now.